Well, it's midday and you're welcome to Newsbeat here on Metro TV with me, Ania Fompofo. We're live from the Akua Bohima studio at North Ridge. We're also live on Facebook as Metro TV Ghana, Instagram and Twitter as Metro TV_GH. Follow us there and send us your comments and we'll read them to you when we have some more time. Well, let's take a look at headlines of the stories coming up this afternoon. Police deploy special team to ensure safety of neighbors at Ridge where Nana Kwame Bediako is harboring 2 tigers. We will bring you a live report from the residents. Managers of Brakwa Bremen Rural Bank Limited in Central Region call for speedy investigation into a robbery attack on one of their field officers. Now, the old family confirmed some compensation given them in 1921 with regards to the acquisition of the Achimota forest. Family lawyer John Eduse, however, says there is no evidence of compensation for the subsequent acquisition. My name is Ania Fompo for Holistic Stories in Details. The Ghana Police Service says it is working with the Wildlife Division of the Forestry Commission to relocate 2 tigers at Wonder World Estate owned by Freedom Jacob Caesar. Residents of the estates recently drew the public's attention to their plight living with 2 tigers in the estate.
The Ghana Police Service, in a statement on the matter, said it found that the 2 tigers were being kept under lock in a cage. It added that while efforts are made to relocate the animals, a special team of police had been deployed to provide adequate security in the affected neighborhood to ensure the safety of residents until the animals are relocated to a safe place. A section of the public took to social media to draw the attention of the Ghana Police Service to the situation which they believe is illegal. Others said the wild cats were fond of making strange noises that is a nuisance to them. Owner of the said tigers, business mogul Nana Kwame Bediako, popularly known as Freedom Jacob Caesar, has since admitted keeping such animals in his Ridge residence for tourism purposes.
Well, meanwhile, business mogul Nana Kwame Bediako, popularly known as Freedom Jacob Caesar or otherwise Cheddar, has reacted to claims that his 2 tigers are terrorizing residents. Speaking to the media, he mentioned that he has gone through the right procedures in acquiring the 2 tigers and are not a danger to the society.
I don't know if somebody is saying this has happened or that has happened, and these animals has not harmed anyone. They have not been out there on the streets. They've been fed and taken care of. And they're still cubs. They're yet to grow. They haven't even turned to a year. They're still in the 6th, 7th month. I wouldn't like to just keep mentioning organizations and everything, but we all know that these are not things that you can just go to the market and buy them and, come and put them in your house. So I definitely had to go through the procedure. The procedures are done. The protection is well mounted. And the safety of the public, it's very much considered. I'm probably a little disappointed in the media because no one approached me. No one ever asked me anything. They just published some news from a Togolese who had shared the information with them because they live in one of my compounds. Please, journalists and the media platforms, it's very important to be factful. The aim is to have a zoo, a proper zoo, that when people come to Ghana, they can also go for that kind of excursion and to see tigers. I can guarantee you one thing, that there are millions of people in Africa who have never seen a tiger. And that is the common tiger, yellow and black. Now we have the white tigers, which is very rare in this world. And I want Ghanaians to understand that this is an achievement, not only by me, but also by the country, that we've been able to have these animals, 1 male, 1 female. It means that we have the opportunity to breed these animals and even gift some of them to other African countries to help boost their tourism.
Well, following the police statement on relocating the tigers at Freedom Jacob Caesar's residence, Metro TV's correspondent Derek Adote is at the Ridge to gauge the security and mood of the residents there. Hello, Derek. You're welcome to Newsbeat. Good afternoon to you. Hello, Derek. All right, so Derek Adote is at the residence
Right, so
of Cheddar.
we are here at Wonder World Estate near the British High Commission here at Ridge, and the building you see right behind me is the building of Nana Kwame Bediakun, where it is believed he's wearing some tigers, 2 tigers in there, while residents have complained, giving complaints about the danger it poses to their health. And they have made complaints to the authorities, who have given out a statement saying they will relocate these animals and that they will send some policemen into the neighborhood to ensure safety. When you come here this morning, we can see about 5 officers here stationed here, and as you can see in your shots here, to ensure safety in the area. We haven't been able to confirm whether the man is in there or not, but the place is locked to the media, of course. We'll be here to bring you more details on that. But yes, we'll try and see if we can get some residents around. Because of the nature of the place, you won't get a lot of people, but we've seen a shop here. We'll try and enter and speak to the people around about the police statement and what they make of it, whether it gives them some confidence and assures them of safety. Yes, please, good morning. Good afternoon. Sorry. Yes, I hope you are doing well, man.
Yeah.
Welcome to Metro News. You've heard there are tigers here, and you are still here. Are you not afraid?
Oh, we are really afraid. You know, we didn't know before we came. We just got to know that there are tigers here. So it's been scary. We are really scared. Yeah.
Yeah, and what do you make of this whole issue of someone wearing a tiger in his home? What do you think about it?
Well, for me, what I think is that tigers are not supposed to be reared at home. And you call it what, a pet or whatever. Tigers cannot be a pet. They must be kept at zoo or something like that. Yeah, that's what I think.
The man says they are in a cage. Alongside policemen are here. I don't know if you've seen them, to ensure safety. Do you feel safe?
Yes, I still feel scary, because I'm still scared about it, because tigers, the man himself is keeping them in a cage, and at this moment they are young. With time they will grow, and then they cannot be handled anymore. Meanwhile, the policemen themselves, when they see tigers, they will run away. So police being around does not give any security, that because of a policeman. Tiger does not know a police uniform. When a tiger sees a policeman, the policeman himself will really run away. So I don't think it's safe. Yeah.
And they have expressed the will that they will relocate these animals from here. Is that a step in the right direction, and does that in your safety?
Yeah, the earlier the better. It's good that they should relocate them. They should be sent to the zoo or wherever wild animals are supposed to be, because it's not advisable living with tigers around.
Yeah, it's not advisable. We'll go on and speak to the madam here. She's busy, but I'll try and see if we can get her opinion on the development that has come up with regards to these tigers. Mommy, please, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Please, your name?
I'm Gifty J.B. Bitson.
You are the owner of this shop?
No, I'm not.
But you work here?
Yes, I do.
What do you make of getting out that there's a tiger right opposite your shop?
I got to know of tigers in Ghana yesterday on television, in the news. And
all this while you were not aware?
I got the news yesterday that somebody had tigers in Ghana, but I thought they were somewhere in cantonments. And so it came as a shock when I realized that they were this close. I didn't find it an amusing thing. And so I would like you people to do the needful and get the authorities to come and take them away.
The man says this is for tourism and that they are in a cage. Is that not an assurance enough that you're safe?
Tourism. Can you please explain to me what tourism is? Because I don't believe that he is the rightful person to handle things like tourism in Ghana. There are proper people in Ghana that can do this. And in the first place, how did he get those animals into the country? Who saw him bring them in? And what process did he go through to get them to bring them to Ghana? I don't think it is proper. Where did he bring them from? Where did which channel did he use to bring the animals into the country? And what did he tell them?
So you are afraid?
Very much afraid.
The police are here. Are you still afraid?
Policeman. What can the policeman do when tigers are released now? They will also run for their lives. And I may be the victim because maybe I may not be able to run. So police being here is not enough. No, not at all.
What would be your call to authorities and your advice to them?
I would plead with them to come take the animals, take them to the right places like the zoo, get the professionals to do the right thing.
Someone told me this morning while I was here that we see foreigners keep such animals in their homes and all that, such animals like tigers and even snakes. Think that it's possible?
Well, I cannot, off the top of my head, I cannot remember, but I know that someone had some lions. Hila Selassie had lions, and at a point they attacked him, or they wanted to attack him, so he had to release them. So if somebody or foreigners keep those animals, I don't think we should allow that in our country. It is not proper. Tigers cannot be kept in homes. They are not pets. They are not pets. What do we do with our pets? We walk with our pets. They lick our faces. We do all sorts of things with our pets. Can you do same with tigers? No. So I would plead with you to get the wildlife organization or the zoos to come for them and keep them in our zoos. If we don't have, he shouldn't keep them.
Right. So that's her take on the whole incident. She's very. We are calling authorities to quickly move in and find a safe space for these animals. But when you come to the neighborhood, yes, we've spoken to a few people who have told us they are afraid and they are scared. But these are the explanations being given by Nana Kwame Bediako. He says that these particular tigers are for tourism purposes. Whether that's enough reason for anybody to keep tigers in their homes, it is left to you, the public, to judge. But yes, the police are here and they have given a statement that they will relocate these animals in conjunction with the Forestry Commission. And so we wait to see that happen, and we'll bring you all that feed, Annie.
Right, Derek Adote coming through with that report, the residents of Nana Kwame, otherwise known as Cheddar, and you had residents also saying they're part of the story. Residents have the rights. Nana Kwame also may have the rights to have kept those animals. But let's see how authorities pull through. We're trying to get to the wildlife organization and the veterinary officers to get some more explanation as to how far we can go with this as a country. We'll still stay a little longer with wildlife, but this time on the forest. Lawyer of Owu family, John Edusai, has confirmed a compensation that was given to them in 1921. He was, however, quick to add that there is no evidence of compensation for the subsequent acquisition. Meanwhile, John Edusei has welcomed the idea of transforming the forest reserve into an eco park, describing it as a brilliant idea.
There's been several acquisitions. We do not doubt, we do know where we haven't compensated for the first acquisition. That compensation was paid way back in 1921 when the acquisition took place. However, there's been subsequent acquisitions, which one of our contentions is that there's no evidence that payments were made. This was acknowledged by government in their MOU in 2008. Now, subsequently, there's been other reasons why we've been out the land, and that is not also only based on the question of whether we were paid or not, but based on other issues. The forest, as it is called, what is it used for? It's not actually used for anything other than the fact that there are people who hide in there. There are occasional prayer people who go and defecate in it and whatnot. And sometimes I think it's very important from anybody who really wants to know the true state of the forest to actually go there. I think if you go to Forest Commission and our commission, they'll let their guards take it and see for yourself. And then see what has been happening, which nobody talks about. How they're trying to replant and put proper trees there, which the investment of nearly 2 million cedis was put in there, so that that part of the forest is created into a proper forest, park-like, which will be for the benefit of the whole crowd, and for that matter, anybody visiting Ghana. Now, you then have a periphery area, which, bear in mind, if you read the EI, the essence of it is that nobody's going to be allowed to build a concrete jungle there. Of course not. It's going to be ecologically friendly. It beautifies the city. It doesn't detract from the city. However, that is another matter. From my point of view, what's my concern is the family issues and their position on the matter. But if you ask my personal opinion, the idea of an eco park is a brilliant idea.
Now, Managing Director of the State Transport Corporation, Nana Komia, has called for an independent inquiry into the alleged murder of Albert Donko, the 27-year-old man who died at the alleged behest of the police in Nkranza.
And you see, we are discussing Nkranza today.
Yes.
But Ejura, we saw what happened in Ejura. We saw what happened in Akachi. Next door, my constituency, my own region. Police brutalities. Police excesses. We saw what happened in Tamale. So it's becoming a pattern. And I am deeply, deeply disturbed about this. I am glad that the ranking member on the Defense and Interior Committee before Parliament rose filed a motion calling for a parliamentary probe into the killings of the police officers, the infamous bullion van robbery that involved police officers. The police who must prevent crime, who must protect us, are becoming, at the center. And I make no generalization. I must emphasize that in that service, I know of decent people who have earned their uniform and their badges, who will do everything worthy of the service to maintain the integrity of the service.
All right.
But a few bad nuts. And
that are destroying the name of the...
Yes. And these bad nuts, I must say that they are even becoming, they are going beyond a few. and you see, to the extent that these bad nuts are not being weeded out, it's raising questions about how they are getting in the first place.
Right.
Well, that was Member of Parliament for Norton constituency, Okujeto Ablakwa, who has appealed to the Inspector General of Police Service, Dan Parrott, to call his men to order after the police shot into the crowd, claiming one life at Nkranza. Now, let's get to Nana Komia, who has called for an independent inquiry into the happening between the clash between the youth of Nkranza and the police.
badness seem to have gotten away. Now, I agree with that we should make sure it doesn't become a pattern, that people can get away with breaking the rules, particularly in the security services, the police, the military. And generally, in our governance structure, somebody talked about the election violence in Techiman. That has to be resolved. It's been quite a number of 1 year. There has to be some statement on the matter. Otherwise, it becomes like there's no care. There has to be some statement as to the state of investigation into that matter. He talked about the death of a policeman recently, where it is a very suspicious circumstance. There's supposed to be an investigation. We are hoping that the investigation will travel the full length and we'll get to know what actually happened. These are not just the instances. You've had cases where even between the security services, you have the army, they seem to have a penchant for attacking even the police.
Well, let's now get onto the phone lines and speak to my colleague Ibrahim Abode to give us updates of what's going on in Nkranza. Abode, thank you for your time. You're welcome to Newsbeat. Good afternoon to you.
Afternoon.
So tell us, what exactly can you, see maybe at the police station and with the family of the two victims? What's going on with them?
So currently, within Nkranza, there is calm. People are actually going about their normal duties. But what is happening is that there is some issue that is really popping up, and there is an allegation against the regional minister that he did indicated that those who were injured along the process and are admitted at the hospital currently are going to be arrested after they've been treated and then discharged. So the youth are also agitating against that, indicating that they will not accept it if it is going to be so. But we've not been able to, reach the regional minister to really confirm whether what they are speculating is true or not. Aside that, this morning, the Queen Mother for the area also requested for police protection, and about 5 policemen were sent to her residents to actually, protect her security-wise. So basically, that is how the environment look like. But the police team that really
protects the Queen Mother against what exactly?
She requested for it, and she is the best person to tell the reason why she requested for it. But other issues being that within the Nkranza area or traditional area, they have other underlying issues. They are not united traditional wise because of traditional leadership. They are not completely united. So there's a possibility that she might say that she's scared that people might use the opportunity to do other things. So she has to request for the police protection. And then aside that, the police team that came from Accra are still in Nkranza. They were those who actually went to her residence with the police officers, the 5 police officers, and then stationed them there before they left. And they have there are indications that they will address the media this evening at Techiman. So we are just keeping glued to see what is at hand.
The Queen Mother, since the story broke, has she made any comments to the advantage of the police and maybe to the disadvantage of the public or the youth?
Actually, the Queen Mother in person did not speak, but the traditional council issued a statement, and they were calling for calm, and they really condemned the police, but they were urging the youth to be calm so that they will not cause more havoc, as it has been caused already. So they called for calm, and then they really they did not appreciate the activity of the police in relating to that particular matter.
How about the victims? Give us updates on them. There was one that I think 2 days ago was in critical condition. What can you tell us about him?
fortunately, he is really getting better, and almost everyone is getting better. The injured are currently doing well, but the fear within them is what is speculating in town, that the regional minister is saying that they are going to be arrested to assist in the investigation relating to the demonstration or the violent demonstration that transpired.
Right, that's true. He said that on the platform here, so we can confirm that he is actually giving that order for the police to arrest the youth who partook in that. The family of Albert Donkor, what's the updates with their son?
Albert Donkor family stood on the grounds that they are not going to have any roundtable discussion or negotiation between with the police. They don't want to have anything doing with the police. But yesterday in the afternoon, around 1 that way, the police team that came from Accra went to one of the family houses of Albert Donkor. He's actually having about 3 family houses where he stays, the MP's family house where he's also from, and then that of the MP's house. So they went to one of the family house, and then in a very big convoy, when they got to the house, those that were present, they told them that they are actually working on, looking into the matter, and they are urging them to, at least lower their voices on the media and then allow the police to work. So when they went there, they only met a few people, and those people said they can leave, and they left. So the family, they are still on the grounds that they are not going to have any discussion or any negotiation with the police.
And as a hold on to their position, what is the rumor? Because we know that the police is saying that they picked up Albert because he was a suspected armed robber. But there are also other rumors that, well, Albert had information on a police officer that was rather involved in a robbery. What's the rumor going on within the youth? Reasons why Albert was picked up?
Well, the rumor is just that the guy is completely innocent, because they have told us the work that the guy was doing. He sells sandals, he's a satellite installer, and he doesn't have any record of theft or, stealing or robbery. So the youth or the society is completely of the view that the guy is innocent. But they have also made allegations against the police within Nkranza, and when you want to look at it critically, there have been robbery issues within Nkranza lately, and even when you want to look at mobile money transaction alone, currently in Nkranza they close at 6. So if you are living within Nkranza, or you have a relative in Nkranza and you send the person money after 6 p.m., the person will not be able to withdraw because nobody will be there by then. They actually had a meeting because of robbery cases, and then they decided on that. There's currently someone who is paralyzed, a mobile money vendor, because he was attacked. So the people, currently have suspicion against the police. They are also saying that Albert, had some evidence against the police. So they deem it necessary that if they don't eliminate Albert, he's going to expose them. That is the allegations that they are making against the police. And they have even gone further to release one police officer's picture indicating that he was the one behind Albert's issue.
Being picked up, right?
Yes.
Right. Ibrahim Abode, thank you. Keep following up. We definitely will get back to you on this one. And you heard my colleague Ibrahim Abode and some of the conversations going on amongst the youth in Nkranza. But I will be bringing you up to speed with all that is going on that particular case. You're still watching News BT on Metro TV. We'll take a breather. I'll be back with some more stories. You're welcome to News BT on Metro TV with me, Annie Fompofu. Now, let's do some more stories. We're told that there's a demonstration ongoing in the Volta region. We'll bring you updates from Ahunde. But police in the central region is investigating a robbery attack on a field officer of the Brakwa Bremen Rural Bank Limited. The victim, who sustained multiple gunshots wounds while riding on a motorbike, was attacked on the Kokoso Amanfopom Road after receiving an undisclosed amount from traders in the area.
Ebenezer Apia, who is currently receiving treatment at a health facility, narrated his ordeal to the media. An act of bravery portrayed by him during the attack, however, prevented the robbers from making away with the bulk cash he had received.
After collecting my money, Majiji Misika in the area, I don't know, yes, bear one limb, and I'm here, my being said, may fast. Na ma follow odan car bi eko satam kra na car na ko kakra fine enti me speedy kakra na me kodi car na chi ti me bi ka me say me di na chi na BBC a anything can happen ti ma me ndi na nimu.
After collecting the money from my client, I decided to immediately follow any other car. I saw one and followed the car, but upon a second thought, I felt it was unsafe for me to be behind the car, hence decided to be in front instead. Few minutes after being in front of the vehicle, armed robbers from nowhere stopped my motor. Two of them had two manufactured guns with them, and a third person had a knife. The one closer to me told me to hand over my bag containing the money, but I refused. I then decided to rush back to the car. I was ahead of, but they shot my leg and tire.
Enti yana me dwene se car na edi machi no me rush mum na makoka no e wa na first shot e call ma me nan te mu shoot me nan ti from there na me dwane no e na oto fufuro so te no no e spread e me tie ti me dwane na still no so no o chase me.
Felix Dompre is the general manager of the Brakwa Breman Rural Bank Limited, who says the matter has been reported to the police.
We were very surprised. Now, for some time now, we have been on a high security alert. Incidents are also the country and the district. Now we were on high alert. So we were quite surprised and taken aback. But we were prepared to deal with the situation. And we quickly informed the police in Brakwa and then also Sikuma district itself. And the BNI also came in. We visited all the spots with the police presence. So it's still under investigation.
He says a swift investigation into the matter is expected.
Well, a couple of these incidences have been happening, and there's a suspected syndicate that actually operates this way, where they give tip-ups from the banks when people go and take huge amounts of money from the bank. So you want to watch your back when you transact such businesses with the banks. But let's go to the Volta region for some political updates. And supporters from the NPP are demonstrating, and they are actually calling on the national executives to remove both the chairman and the women's executive, the women's organizer from the office, because they are suspected to be mischievously removing names of supporters or delegates who are supposed to be voting in the primaries that just ended. Christian Awode, I think Christian Awode is on the line. He has to give us updates of this story that's just happening. Christian, you're welcome. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Right. So, exactly what triggered this demonstration?
Yeah, this morning in the NPP regional office, the new regional office, here some supporters are protesting and appealing to the national executive to go into matter or to call the regional chairman and the woman organizer to order.
So you can prompt?
The reason being that the registrar that they use for their regional election, some names have been removed from the regional regional registrar. So it is the doing of the, according to them, it is the doing of the regional chairman and the regional woman organizer, who are the committee member for the vetting committee. So this morning in the party office, they suspected that before yesterday there was a vetting. So today the names that qualify will be coming out. So they suspected that names have been removed and their candidates' names are not in the list. So they are calling on the national executive to take action against this.
Right. The executives they are accusing, are they there?
No, the regional chairman is not here. The regional woman organizer is not here. But the what do you call it? The chairman for the vetting committee is about to reach here to start the process.
So they just noticed the names were removed today?
Yes, yes.
And they haven't given the opportunity to the chairman and the women's organizer to explain?
No, they said they are not ready to talk to anyone on this.
Okay, they have refused to speak to anyone?
Yes.
How about other executives?
Yeah, we are yet to get in touch with them.
They're yet to get in touch with them?
Yeah.
Okay. Christian, because the story is just breaking, if you can just follow through and give us updates subsequently.
I will do that.
And that's the updates coming in from the Volta region. Let's still stay a little longer with the NPP, and the internal elections of the New Patriotic Party in the Ashanti region is heating up already. A group that vowed to unseat Chairman Wontumi has been giving reasons why he is not the man to lead the party in the region into the elections 2024.
The governing New Patriotic Party is set to conduct its regional elections from the 27th to the 29th May this year. Various aspirants are gunning to maintain their seats, while others try to unseat the incumbent. One such person seeking to maintain a seat is the current Greater Accra Regional Youth Organizer of the NPP, Moses Abo. Party supporters from across the various constituencies in the region on Tuesday thronged the party's office to accompany him to file his nomination forms to seek re-election. Mr. Abo, whose campaign message is "Possible Together," expressed confidence his leadership qualities put him above his contenders. He insisted that he has what it takes to canvass votes for the party going into the 2024 elections.
You can see it by yourself. I'm going to work with the youth and the party as well. And you can see almost all the constituency youth organizers and the TESCOM president have gone to pay for my filing fee. It sends a signal to whoever is contesting me. I'm going to run a clean campaign, and I'm going to assure the party and assure all constituency executives, member of parliament, MMDCs that we are going to win the election come 2024. I'm not going to use this break the eight as my slogan. My slogan is "Possible Together," and I know how to win the vote. We need someone who can go to the Okada riders. We need someone who can go to the ghettos. We need someone who can go to scrap dealers. We need someone who can go to the market women, the traders, the Tesconites, and we have nobody than Moses Abo.
He also observed that in spite of the party losing about 7 seats in the Greater Accra region, the party remains strong and formidable, insisting he is also confident of his strategy to strengthen the base of the party to recapture the lost parliamentary seats in 2024.
I have won my constituency, and that is the reason why I have a solid youth organizers this time around and TESCOM president that we are going to strengthen the base and make sure all the vote that has gone will bring it back. We have nobody than Moses Abo.
Well, let's take a break. We'll be back shortly. Right, you're welcome back to Newsbeat. It's time for us to take business updates. Now in business, farmers in northern Ghana have decried government's extended ban on the exportation of rice, maize and soya beans. Now the farmers say they may be out of business if the ban is not lifted as soon as possible.
In a statement by the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, government has extended the ban on grains an additional 6 months effective April 1 to September 30, 2022. The Ministry of Food and Agriculture has further requested the local government ministry issues the required directive to MMDAs to take the necessary action with the involvement of the District Security Council to disseminate and intensify the monitoring of trucks carting grains from market centers to neighboring countries. But in many farming communities up north, bags of soya beans are rotting away due to inadequate customers to purchase them. In several communities in the Gushegu municipality, Yendi municipality, and the Zabzugu district, farmers are left stranded. Their grains are packed in warehouses as the ban bites hard. The farmers are making a desperate appeal to government to lift the ban in order to salvage their businesses.
The problem is that the rules are not binding again, and the problem is that we have get a loan from the banks. So the government has closed it. We can't get the money back to the bank. That is our problem.
We can't farm. Even this year, look at the price of the acre. Here they are plowing 120 Ghana cedis. Now, like me, I'm a farmer. I don't have a tractor. So I have to sell my soybeans and get to my farm. So if I don't sell it, how am I going to farm?
Other stakeholders in the grain production value chain are also bearing the brunt of the ban. Operators of tractors and other machinery in the affected communities say farmers are unable to pay them.
Service, they should not send it outside. And we the Gombes here, we are having service, but we cannot when we sell it, it will not go outside. And we the tractor owners, if we plow, they do not sell. How can they pay us?
Indeed, a very frustrated situation having an effect on the chain of distribution. We'll follow up on this story and bring you something more. It's time for us to take the sports update. Phil John Cote will be here.
Time for sports. My name is Phil John Cote. A former youth and sports minister, E.T. Mensah, has commended the leadership of the GFA for the demotion of Ash Gold and Allies Division following their involvement in the Ghana Premier League match manipulation.
Well, it has to be taken on. Match fixing is something that you don't have to tolerate at all. Under my watch, there was no way you could have done that. No referee could have done that, or no club go and fix a match. When you fix, we have people who monitors, specialists who monitors.
Yeah, let's focus on the Ghana Premier League. Match day 30 will start tomorrow. Let's bring you the fixtures on your screens pretty soon. And find out which team your team will be playing against in the Ghana Premier League. Pretty soon we'll see that. But also in the EPL, it will be the last day of the Premiership. Liverpool will play just before we do the EPL. Let's focus on the Ghana Premier. Great Olympics will play against Midiama at the Accra Sports Stadium on Saturday. Then on Sunday, the likes of Kotoko will be in action against Chelsea. Accra Lions will welcome the Diana Stars, whilst Karela will be at their grounds against King Faisal from Kumasi. Bechem United, who are second on the league log, will play against Legon City, whilst 11 Wonders will wrap up match day 30 of Accra Folk at their home grounds. Let's go straight to the EPL. Liverpool, I know they will play against Wolves, but prior to that, Arsenal will welcome Everton, who survived relegation yesterday after beating Crystal Palace by 3-2. All matches of the last games will play at exactly 16 hours GMT. You see it on your screen, including Manchester City that will play against Villa. That could also be interesting to watch. Remember that Liverpool will play against Wolves at the King Power Stadium. It will be Leicester welcoming Southampton, whilst Crystal Palace will see whether they can beat Manchester United to avoid them playing in the European top flight. That's your sports. My name is Phil John Cote. Harriet is standing by for the latest HOBs.
Thank you, Johnny. It's time for entertainment. The Commissioner of Insurance, Dr. Justice Ofori, has met with Ghanaian celebrities in an attempt to educate them on opportunities in the insurance sector for them.
The engagement with some celebrities in the country by the Commissioner of Insurance was to ensure the individuals in the creative sector get the best insurance fit for them. According to the Commissioner, celebrities forget about insuring their act to their detriment in the future.
If you're a singer and you lose your voice, it's a disability. And we have a disability insurance, we have disability insurance coverage in Ghana. If you're a footballer and you cannot use your legs to play, it's a disability. It's a matter of getting a company that is interested in underwriting. If the company thinks it hasn't got the capacity to underwrite such a risk, they can always get in touch with international reinsurers who have the technical know-how to help us give such protection to the needy. People are not aware of disability. When we started with introduction, everybody was talking about, when you ask them insurance, all they know is motor insurance, car insurance. They didn't know there are other aspects of insurance that they can actually buy to give them some kind of protection.
Some celebrities expressed their gratitude for the knowledge gained on insurance.
Imagine Michelle lost his voice. If he had insured his voice, he would still be getting some money. Akwache lost his sight. You know, if he had insured his eyes, he could have. Even me myself, those days that we used to use 20K lights and things in Ghana Film Studios. That's why I got to a point I had to wear shades. But for me, as a very good actor, I wouldn't want to wear shades, but I have no choice but to wear. But if I had insured my eyes, maybe I could have, had some operation or done something to correct it so that I don't wear this, that kind of thing. So, as a performing artist, once you use your body and your voice, you need to insure.
Talking about liabilities and all that, you have to insure your voice, you have to insure your instruments, your studios and everything. These are all part and parcel of information that we don't know. So when we are able to get together like this with a commissioner and things like that, many things that you don't know will be open for you to know.
Now to our next story, superstar singer Rihanna and her rapper boyfriend A$AP Rocky have welcomed their first child. Multiple news outlets in the United States of America have confirmed that the Diamond singer, 34, and boyfriend A$AP Rocky have indeed welcomed their first baby. A source close to the couple says they are at home in Los Angeles with the baby. Rihanna is doing very well. They are very excited to be parents. Rihanna is already a wonderful mom, the source said. The two parents have not yet shared the name or the date the child was born. Well, that's it for entertainment news on Newsbeat. My name is Harriet Adi Ani.
Right, thank you very much. International news is next. Now, on the international front, firefighters in the Somalia's capital, Mogadishu, battled for about 6 hours to put out a fire that engulfed a market in the city overnight. So, Banada Market is one of the biggest shopping areas in the city center and it's close to the mayor's office. The fire started in the early hours of Thursday evening and was not extinguished until after midnight. No one was killed in the blaze, believed to have been caused by an electrical fault. Well, that's all we have for you this afternoon. The news came to you from the Akiapwa studio. We also stream live on Metro TV Ghana. Follow us for more stories. We'll be back at 2 with a Good Afternoon Ghana at 4, with News Flash at night at 7 with the News Night. Thanks for watching.